What is going on, guys? Stein back with another video. In this video I'm going to talk about working hard, having the work hard, play hard mentality. In 50 Cent's book, he made an Instagram post. He said in his book that he said hashtag work hard, hashtag play harder. But in his book he says that is completely not true, and he works way harder than he plays. So he works way more than he has fun. And that was kind of interesting when I read that, because, everyone on Instagram is probably thinking, wow, this guy, probably works harder, has more fun than he actually works. And in contrast, that's not true, obviously, in his book. And that's just the benefit of reading books. You get these little insights that you never would have got if you're on social media or Instagram scrolling through a post like that, and you see something like that. So when I read that in the book, it makes perfect sense, is that he works way harder than he plays. He doesn't drink, he doesn't know drugs or alcohol, which is very, very surprising, especially for a rapper or for an artist. Most everyone does those types of things, and he keeps sober, and he emphasizes that he doesn't want an external source to control him. He wants to be in control himself. And I also read he wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every single day, no matter what. No matter what, he wakes up at 4:30 a.m. because he has such a hunger and a drive for success that reaches him at a higher level than anything else. He's not worried about drinking, partying, all that kind of stuff. If I follow him now, or if you see his post now on Instagram, he's always posting about parties and stuff. Floyd Mayweather does the same exact thing on his Instagram page. He has all these parties that they post and stuff, and they're doing it now. But those guys are 50, 60 years old, so they've already done all the work. So now the fun comes later, and that's basically what this video is about, is how the work comes before the fun. And I'm 23 right now, and the work will always come before the fun. A lot of people my age are out at bars every weekend, drinking, all that kind of stuff, and I'm not about that, because I'm thinking with my head and I'm using my brain to my advantage. Alcohol, drugs, things they kill your brain, they kill your brain cells. And I've done research on that. But yeah, people do that every single weekend. And when I talk to people, they're surprised that I don't actually do that, because of how old I am and what I actually do. And I want to do something with my life. And because I was actually just watching Boys in the Hood, and one of the guys was playing football, and his brother was a drug dealer and stuff. And he says to one of the guys, he says, I want to do something with my life. I don't want to just be a drug dealer. I don't want to be a nobody. And that's kind of what I'm relating here, is that you got to put in the work. When he was going to be a D1 athlete, actually got shot in that movie. He was going to be a D1 athlete, though. He was going to be a D1 football player. And his brother was a drug dealer, wasn't going to do anything with his life. And he made that decision, and he had this ambition that he wanted something more. And that's what I want. And that's what I'm striving to you guys, is to have that mentality, because the fun isn't really that fun, because every time I do that, it's never worth it. And that's why I'm stressing the importance of just working out, getting your money right. Those two things are the most important. Then the fun comes later. You get your body, you get your physique, you get your money right, your finances, you get those two things in order, then the money comes later. Then the fun, all that partying stuff comes later. As you can tell, as I said before, 50 Cent, Floyd Mayweather, they're in their 50s right now, and they're partying right now, which is acceptable, because when they were my age, they were putting in massive amount of work, and they just didn't stop. And that's the mentality that you have to have, especially as someone young. And I'm just glad that I came about this mentality, and that I have this mentality, because I don't want to party. I don't actually even enjoy that. That's not even fun to me, is going out and partying, drinking, stuff like that. I know that's the only thing I'm talking about right now as far as fun goes, but fun can be anything anything that's recreational. So if you play any recreational sports, you go golfing, any recreation, like, I'm not interested in any of that, because I'm interested in, you know, getting my body right, getting my money right, getting all that stuff right, and then that stuff comes later. That stuff comes in the end. And it's important to get this right in order: health, wealth, love, happiness, as Tai Lopez says, in that order. And I stress this so much, is that the work comes before the fun. The fun is the relationships, love, all that kind of stuff. The work comes first. And this is just the way that I follow a lot of people that stress the importance of this. Is like, you know, your life will be so much better if you focus on your body, your physique, your money, and your finances. Everything else will come into play if you focus on those two things. And the video the other day, I talked about, you know, having every single day you should be working on your health, your wealth, your love, your happiness, but mainly your health and your wealth, your health and fitness and your finances. You should work on this every single day. As Tai Lopez says, 50% of your life is composed of work. So over 50% of your life is composed of work. So that's why Tai Lopez, on his top recommendation book list, he recommends books about work and wealth, because, you know, if we're going to be occupying 50% of our time and our life dedicated towards work, then you might as well learn about it, you might as well read about it, you might as well be intrigued about it. And like I said, that's this mentality that I have, is that a lot of people don't like work. You know, they complain, oh, I'm going to work, blah, 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 blah. But see, that's just a negative mindset. I talk about this too. You have to have a positive mindset all the time. You can't have this negative mindset, complaining. Get yourself away from these complainers, because they're just going to drag you down. You want to have a positive mindset all the time, and you want to be, you know, productive, working, improving all the time. And this is what I stress about the importance of your health, your wealth, all the time. Work hard, play hard mentality. And I'm not against fun. Like, I just want to stress that I'm not against having fun and playing and stuff like that. I just want that to come later. It has to come last. It has to be last. It cannot be first, because a lot of people make it first. And then guess what? Their whole life is out of order. As Tai Lopez says, health, wealth, love, happiness. You're out of order. So you have to work, then the fun comes later. That is the video for today. I want to stress the importance of work. It's coming before your fun. After this comes, you can have your fun later in life, when you're old. When you're young, you gotta work. Like the video, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and we will see you in the next one.